up to find memories of Billabong in my mind. Imagine how that could be. Imagine how that could be.
They laugh at after the house I would say I know if you say the hardest after but telling I need help from my
Empowerment and for mutual respect. E for passion, I for integrity, A for accountability. Billabong high, Billabong high, Billabong high. You know you can fly. Billabong high, you can touch the sky. Billabong high, Billabong high. We have aspiration over ambition. In our minds we have rhythm, courage and humanity. What makes us Billabong high is we believe we can touch.
Yeah, Ivan and Saiti, good morning to all. Ivan and Saiti, over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Should I start?
Yes.
A true leader has the confidence to stand alone, the courage to make tough decisions, and the compassion to listen to the needs of others. A leader does not set out to be one. They become one by the quality of their actions and the integrity of their intent. Good morning, respected Principal Ma'am, our Chief Guest, Colonel Prashant Jagadle, coordinators, teachers, students, and most importantly, parents. We have gathered here today on account of the investiture ceremony for the Student Council 2021-2022.
Every auspicious event starts with remembering the Almighty. We have Arpana Lavanya invoke the blessings through a soulful prayer.
God give me courage to do what is right, courage to speak, courage to fight. God give me courage to do what is right, courage to speak, courage to fight. For honesty, goodness, justice, and truth, courage to do the good in my youth. God give me courage to do what is right, courage to speak, courage to fight, courage to own when I'm in the wrong, courage to face the day with the sun. God give me courage to do what is right, courage to speak, courage to fight, courage to guard my thoughts and my tongue, courage to choose the right when I'm young. God give me courage to do what is right, courage to speak, courage to fight. God give me courage to do what is right, courage to speak, courage to fight, courage to speak, courage to fight, courage to speak, courage to fight.
Now we have the virtual lamp lighting.
I now request our coordinator, Ms. Hetal Thakkar, to welcome the chief guest. Hetal ma'am.
Sorry. Good morning, everyone. I welcome Colonel Prashant Jagdale, who is an Indian Army officer serving in Corps of Army Air Defense. It is my proud privilege to welcome you, sir. Colonel Jagdale is the son of school teachers. Both mother and father were teachers. He completed his schooling from Sainik School, Satara. He is an alumni of National Defense Academy, Pune, Indian Military Academy, Dehradun, and Defense Services Staff College, Wellington. Colonel Jagdale has adequate field service and operational experience and has served in Jammu and Kashmir, Siachen Glacier, and was deployed in the Eastern Ladakh on China border. He has also served in Punjab and Rajasthan, where he was deployed with his unit along Pakistan border. He is a qualified instructor in air defense radar, missiles and gunnery, and also an expert in electronic and drone warfare. Absolutely apt for the present times, especially when it comes to drone affair. We're indeed privileged to welcome you, sir, and thank you for consenting to be present, to be there to encourage our young leaders. Thank you.
We welcome you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. I would now like to request our principal, ma'am, Dr. Preeti Srimal, to address the audience.
Thank you, Sahiti. A very good morning to everyone assembled here today on this auspicious and solemn occasion of the investiture ceremony of the year 2021-22. On behalf of the school, I extend a very warm welcome to all the parents, staff, and students on this momentous day.
I think ma'am got disconnected.
We'll wait for 2 more minutes, and if
Yes,
ma'am
we
doesn't
need to
return,
wait,
then-
Saiti, we need to wait.
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, you are audible. Yes, ma'am.
Sorry for the technical glitch. Pooja, miss?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
So
you are
I
audible.
also deem it a privilege to welcome the esteemed guest of honor, Colonel Prashant. Thank you so much, sir, for honoring us with your gracious presence. We are thankful to you, sir, for accepting our valuable invitation to be amidst us and to inspire and motivate the young leaders. Thank you so much, sir, and welcome, sir.
Thank you,
The
ma'am.
new Indians have welcome, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
As the newly elected council
Yeah.
takes oath of office, remember that the role but about the goal and vision. It is not position, and it is about action and example, about making a difference with courage and passion. Dear students, the championship is to be strong but not rude, to be kind but not weak, be bold, not a bully, be thoughtful but not lazy, be humble but not timid, be proud but not arrogant, have humor but without folly. As the Student Council for the 21-22 gets inducted today, it is overwhelming and heartening to see how these 14 young minds have blossomed into confident, responsible, and dynamic leaders ready to inspire, lead, and transform. Students, don't pray for easy lives. Pray to be stronger men and women. Do not pray for tasks equal to your powers. Pray for powers equal to your task. Remember, the highest award for toil and hard work is not what you get from it, but what you become by it. Once again, extending my gratitude to all the parents and our guest of honor for being with us to celebrate and cheer the newly elected Student Council. Of new challenges, of new ventures. Wishing each one of them success as they forge ahead with enthusiasm and persistence in all their future endeavors. Congratulations and my best wishes to the newly elected council. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am. Leadership is not about you, but about investing in the growth of others. Good morning. I am Sahiti Sabnis, head girl for the year 2020 to 2021. The schools closed down for the first time in a long time, having an atmosphere of uncertainty. During that time, students and teachers were confused and overwhelmed. Yet, Billabong conducted virtual elections for the first time extremely successfully. Things were new, and most times we ourselves were figuring out what we were doing. It was fun. I possibly could not have done it without my parents, the teachers, my siblings, and of course, Ivan. Hearty congratulations to all elected council members. I couldn't be happier and proud to pass on my duties and responsibilities to such capable hands. I hope you uphold the legacy of these posts. The post of the senior head girl comes with immense responsibility, especially during these times. There are duties and new challenges to be faced every day. During our tenure, every day was a new day. We hosted an inter-school competition and had participated in many other competitions and debates. We also organized school events like the Teachers' Day and other such events. There will always be students who will expect from you to help them. As the Senior Student Council, you will have quite a few things on your shoulder. As the representatives of the school, you will have to be smart and alert, willing to help everyone. You will have to be prim and proper with proper conduct at all times. Respect everyone. You're not just a student anymore. You're a student with a post in the Senior Student Council. Every day we learn something about this post. Every day we took a foot forward in the journey to discover and build ourselves. These posts help you to transform yourself into a leader who will have to be present for its student at all times. To the current council, there will be times when things will be hectic. There will be times where you might feel you don't have time for yourself. There might be situations wherein you will be in great pressures. My only advice to you is enjoy the process. Learn. Everything teaches you. You will make mistakes, but learn from those mistakes to take everything as it comes. Only then will you find how enjoyable and proud this post is. Thank you.
Beth Revis once said, "Power isn't control at all. Power is the strength, and giving that strength to others is the sign of a good leader." As I stand here making this speech, minutes until my official tenure is over, I realize how privileged I have been to be the head boy of Billabong High International. The journey has been absolutely delightful, and I have earned a lot of value and experience. Every year, a head boy and head girl is elected, but this year, the duties we had to perform were quite different owing to the online means of communication. Things were a little difficult in the start because it was not what we were used to, but I soon got the hang of it. I remember how we used to have Zoom meetings before events where we'd plan things together with the teachers and have hours of discussions and practice with a little bit of fun here and there. I have also conducted quite a few inter and intra-school competitions, compared and hosted numerous events, and represented the school on various platforms in different activities along with Saiti. It has been a bit stressful at times, managing extracurriculars along with studies and other duties. But that is what has taught me time management and balancing out between things properly. When I look back at all these experiences, I see that they have only been beneficial to me in terms of shaping my personality. I have learned a lot about working with a group, small things like how to put forward a view or quickly deal with a problem. And my perspective towards difficult things has changed. Most importantly, my overall confidence has increased. For this, I would like to thank my dear parents, my siblings, and all the teachers at Billabong who've been very supportive and encouraging all throughout. I'm actually a bit surprised because the years seem to go by very fast. It seems like just a month ago, we were having our investiture ceremony. Nonetheless, I have full confidence in the newly elected, yet to be administered Student Council Batch 2021-22. And I wish each and every student the very best of luck.
Yeah.
Council intends to lead and organize activities and fests on the virtual mode, the dates of which are coming soon. During this time management and patience, balance of academics and co-curricular activities have to be achieved. It's not an easy take, but a responsibility.
On the 3rd of July, Billabong High International School conducted successful virtual elections for the second time. As a democratic power, the school conducted these elections precisely and fairly, along with the voters who played an important role in building the current Student Council. Today, we have gathered for the investiture ceremony for the 2021-2022 Student Council. This is the structure for the Senior Student Council. We have the Senior Head Boy, the main structure, Senior Head Girl, Junior Head Girl, Senior Head Boy, the Junior Head Boy, and the School Sports Captain. These are the house captains. We have 4 houses: Equality, Freedom, Peace, and Unity. We have the Senior Equality House Captain, the Junior Equality House Captain, the Senior Freedom House Captain, the Junior Freedom House Captain, the Senior Peace House Captain, the Junior Peace House Captain, the Senior Unity House Captain, and the Junior Unity House Captain. Ivan.
As the head girl and the head boy, we are delighted to announce the Student Council. The senior head girl for the year 2021-22 is Prisha Thapar. I request the parents of Prisha Thapar to come and adorn her with the sash
and the badge.
Can we put her in the spotlight, please?
Yes. Can Prisha Thapar please raise her hand?
Spotlight, please.
Yes, ma'am, I'm doing. Prisha, can you stand in the middle so that, yeah, perfect. Congratulations, Prisha.
Congratulations, Prisha.
Thank you.
The junior head girl for the year 2021-22 is Darshika Sahu. I request the parents of Darshika to come and adorn her with the badge and sash.
Just be there, huh? Just be there. I need to take the photo. Yeah, beta, just a minute. Congratulations, Darshika.
Congratulations, Darshika. The senior head boy for 2021-2022 is Yash Roff. I'd like to request the parents to adorn him with his badge and sachet. Yash Roff. Okay.
Yeah, yes. Congratulations, yes.
Ma'am.
Just be there, beta. Yeah. Stand in the middle. Thank you.
Congratulations, Yash Roff. The junior head boy for 2021-2022 is Arav Kapoor. I would like to request the parents to adorn Arav with his sash and badge.
Congratulations, Sarah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations, Arav.
The senior sports captain for the year 2021-22 is Anurit Dhaliwal.
Anurit, be there.
Congratulations, Anurit.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Anurit.
The Senior Equality House Captain for the year 2021-2022 is Hetav Gohil. I'd like to request his parents to adorn him with his sash and badge.
Congratulations, Hitarth.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations, Hitarth. Congratulations, Hetav. The Junior Equality House Captain for the year 2021-2022 is Jaden Michael. I would like to request his parents to adorn him with his sash and badge.
Aliza, be there, beta, be there. Congratulations, Jaren.
Congratulations, Jaden.
Thank you, ma'am.
The Senior Freedom House Captain for the year 2021-22 is Aliza Chashmawala. We request her parents to come and adorn her with a badge and sash.
Congratulations, Aliza.
Congratulations, Aliza.
The Junior Freedom House Captain is Naman Shah. We request his parents to come forward and adorn him with the badge and sash.
Congratulations, Naman.
Congratulations, Naman. The Senior Peace House Captain for the year 2021-2022 is Hitarth Gohil. We'd like to request his parents to adorn him with his sash and badge.
Congratulations, Hitarth.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations, Hitarth.
Thank you.
The Junior Peace House Captain for the year 2021-2022 is Jenny Sutaria. We'd like to request the parents to adorn her with the sash and badge.
Congratulations, Jenny.
Thank you.
The Senior Unity House Captain for the year 2021-22 is VSS Vaishnavi. We request her parents to come forward and adorn her with the sash and badge.
Congratulations, Vaishnavi.
Thank you, ma'am.
The Junior Unity House Captain for the year 2021-22 is Ahvan Rastogi. We request his parents to come and adorn him with a badge and sash.
Congratulations, Avan.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations. These are your Senior Student Council for the year 2021-2022. This is the Junior Student Council for the year 2021-2022.
I invite our respected Dr. Preeti Srimal ma'am to administer the oath.
I request the newly elected council members to please stand wherever they are, raise their right hand and to repeat after me. I, please take your name and the position which you have been adorned with today. Promise to uphold the standards and ideals of Billabong High International School.
Understand the standard of High International School.
To preserve in myself an unprejudiced mind while considering problems that might arise. To strive always for noble ideas and ventures which are in the best interest of the school and to become a worthy member of the student body. Congratulations to each one of you, and we wish you success, Godspeed, and may you ensure that the name of the school is always flying high. Congratulations once again to the new student council for the year 21-22.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. I humbly request our chief guest, Colonel Prashant Jagdale, to kindly address the audience. We are waiting to hear from you, sir.
Hello, good morning. Am I audible?
Yes,
Hello.
yes, you are.
Okay. Good morning, students, teachers, and the staff of Billabong High International School. And of course, dear parents, at the outset, I would like to thank the coordinator for wonderful words that she has used for me. Uh, I also wish to congratulate the newly elected school council and the young leaders they have been, who have been selected to the virtual elections and their proud parents. Let me take this opportunity to tell you about my Vadodara Connect. I was posted in Vadodara from 2015 till 17, about 3-4 years back, as the deputy commander of the AD Brigade, which is located at Harni. I am sure most of you would be aware of it. My daughter was born there in 1999. Diksha, she is a BTech now. And my wife, while her father was posted at Vadodara, she studied for 3 years in the MS University. So I'm sure you can now relate to my Vadodara Connect. And it's really been a pleasure to be part of this momentous occasion and share my experience with you, as well as share your joy and happiness. I thank the principal for today. There are a host of topics which I thought of speaking to you, but I'm sure the time is a constraint for all of us. Since I am now addressing principally the young leaders who have been chosen, I wish to share my views, experiences on leadership per se. And I will speak about this topic more from the military leadership point of view for a special reason which I'm sure you'll appreciate. The Indian Armed Forces as such, and particularly the Indian Army, since independence have been at the forefront as the guarantor of the nation's freedom against the external aggression, and have been assisting the government of the day in maintaining the internal security, be it maintenance of extreme cases, ensuring the territorial integrity and making substantial contribution in the overall nation building. The primary role of the Indian Armed Forces is to guard our borders and ensure the territorial integrity, and also aid to civil authorities, whether it is disaster management or it is essential maintenance of essential services. My dear students, the distinct or unique characteristics of the Indian Army is what I wish to highlight. Indian Army, unlike any other organization, is scrupulously apolitical. We have no political affiliations, though we are in a democratic country, but we are the nation's guarantors of security, and therefore we are absolutely apolitical. We are totally secular. Our secular fabric is something which has been recognized across the nation. The only religion which we know is our nation, Bharat Mata. And the only religious symbol that we adorn is our tricolor. The unimpeachable impartiality is the motto of the armed forces. We are the defenders of the supremacy of the Constitution of India. Also, the major force of national integration. Even today, I'm sure everyone connects as one singular binding force that the entire nation galvanizes and connects with is the armed forces. The army ethos of secularism, tolerance, moral uprightness, and self-discipline are known to all. Indian Army has contributed tremendously towards the sports and adventure. You are aware of the Mission Olympics, the mission which has been the hallmark of our achievement. And today, almost 16 to 18 sports persons are representing India, are going to represent India in Tokyo Olympics. Also, armed forces have contributed immensely in the social and environmental causes of the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, students, armed forces is not a job. It's not a 5 to 8 or 10 to 5 job. It's a way of life. It's a 24/7 commitment to the cause of the nation. We are all soldiers, be it a Jawan or an officer. We are soldiers first, and anybody else later. The credo of a soldier, therefore, is Naam, Namak, and Nishan. These are Hindi words, meaning Naam is your name, is the Izzat. We live for the name Izzat of our unit, of our nation. Namak is our loyalty to the organization, and Nishan is our colors which we always uphold at any cost. What does the army teaches you? Army makes you a leader for life. Moment you get into the armed forces as an organization, whatever capacity you are a leader for them. Camaraderie, a spirit de corps. This is your first family. Army is your first family. I mean, when a person joins army, he spends almost 60 to 80% of the time with his unit and his buddies, his fellows, his other soldiers of his unit, and very less time with his family. So the ethos of camaraderie, spirit de corps are built up, developed, imbibed into a soldier, which makes him give his own life for the cause or to save his own buddy or his fellow soldiers. Patriotism, no doubt, we are all patriotic, but soldiers are, it's something which is ingrained into them. It's a uniformed and disciplined life. What army teaches you is to make the supreme sacrifice in the service of the nation. The quality which is very essential, and even for every leader, let me also at this juncture emphasize, leadership is not the forte or the domain of military alone. No, that is not what I mean to say. Leadership is essential in every field, every walk of life, whether it's an educational institution, whether it is political leadership or industries, everywhere it is required. Sports fields. Any leader has to imbibe the quality of never say die, never give up. You fail, you fall, doesn't matter. Shake up yourself and rise again. That is the essence of leadership. You are in a driver's seat. You got to drive your team and drive well. Adversities are part of life. They will come. You need to handle the adversities. Most of us know what is the problem, or we can, analyze and identify the problem that, but very few choose to be part of the solution. As a leader, my appeal to you all is please be part of the solution. If there are 100 ways or 100 reasons for not doing a thing or for which the thing cannot be done, I'm sure there will be half a reason for doing a thing or making it a success. Please find that one or half a reason to take your job seriously and do it well. Believe in teamwork. Teamwork is essential. There are no individual glories. You win as a team. You lose as a team. There are no gladiators or individual glories to be, especially in the military. I'm sure most of you, students may not be, but the parents recollect that famous dialogue from a movie Border, which was made on the Indian Army in the 1971 Indo-Pak War. I'll just read it, for all of us. This is a dialogue by Sunny Deol. चमन में इख्तलाते रंगो से बात कहाँ बनती है हम ही हम है तो क्या हम है तुम ही तुम हो तो क्या तुम. So the essence of teamwork is very, very important. The power of a fist is much greater than an individual finger. So this is what army teaches you. Army is a noble profession with a quality of life. Army as a career, if you want to choose, it's an excellent career, but I will not dwell into this topic. It's a separate subject in itself, which given an opportunity, I will be glad to interact with you again, but I will leave it at this. Now let me briefly discuss about the leadership, since I am addressing this gathering, which all today this event relates to the leadership. Now, leadership has got multiple definitions. As I also said, it is required in all fields, but military leadership is unique. There are 2-3 reasons which I like to highlight. First, a leader is essentially a person who converts the resources or the material into a final product, thereby ensuring resource utilization in the interest of organization to convert and make profit. Essentially, this is what is the essence of leadership. But in military, there are no profits and losses. What is uniqueness of leadership in military? There are lives at stake. Your one mistake can cost dearly, and people may lose their lives. So it's very, very essential. The criticality of military leadership is what I'm highlighting. Now, when you talk of a leadership in the industry or outside military, we are basically talking about managing material and resources. But in military, in addition to weapons, systems, and other tanks, etc., we are primarily managing men and manage their minds so that they are motivated enough to willingly sacrifice their life in the cause of nation. It's a big call. So that is the major difference between a military leader and a leader in any other field. Now, there are numerous definitions of leader given by various scholars, but to my mind, the only one singular one-line definition which sums up entire essence of leadership, and that is a leader is one who takes charge. I'll repeat, a leader is one who takes charge. Now it sums up the entire thing. A leader cannot be a bystander. He cannot be looking over his shoulder to somebody else. Be it any situation, any condition, good, bad, ugly, adverse, he has to take charge of the situation and be at the center of the entire action. So if you really think over it, think over this line, you yourself appreciate the essence of this particular line. Ladies and gentlemen, dear students, the leadership is something which, people keep debating. Are leaders born? Are they made? Doesn't matter. Any person who has a normal bit of common sense and has very, very high sense of self-belief, high sense of responsibility can be a leader. Now, what are the various attributes of a leadership? Now, attributes of leadership are honesty, loyalty. We are all aware of this. Integrity, character, self-discipline, courage, both moral and physical courage. Moral courage is the ability to decide what is right and wrong, and thereafter standing by your righteousness, standing by for what is right at all costs. The courage of conviction, very important for any leader. If he's convinced about something, then he doesn't have to really, change his conviction, change his opinion just because it suits somebody. No leader can be successful without a professional competence. Professional competence is knowledge about, domain knowledge about it. You cannot be a leader without being an expert of what you're doing, whatever field be it. It gives you confidence and it gives you moral authority to actually, be a leader and guide people. So you have to gain knowledge and be professionally competent. The ability to decide and take responsibility. Today, it's a major casualty in most of the organizations. There are no decisions taken. People delay the decisions, they postpone it, they overlook their shoulders, they try to, put blame on somebody else. These are not the signs of good leadership. You have to decide. Good, bad decision, take a damn decision timely. And that is what will make you a good leader. Once you decide, take responsibility for the outcome of that decision. This is your decision and you are responsible for it. Now, military leaders, it's a practical leadership. Like we have geometry. Theoretical geometry actually means nothing unless you learn over practical geometry and its practical application. Similarly, learning leadership in a leadership course or a capsule in a classroom, vis-a-vis, understanding the practical essence of leadership. There's two different ball games. I'll give you a small example. Now, leaders are supposed to be great communicators. Communication skill is again a very essential attribute of a leader. Communication skills can be verbal, written, and there are communication skills which are non-verbal. You have to look at the body language of person and get signs. It's a two-way communication. If I can explain myself well better to other person, it does not complete this character of being a great communicator. Communication is nothing but a connect. And if I can communicate well with others, how well I can perceive the communication from others is also important. And I'll share a very small example. Once I was in a field area and I saw one of my Jawans, very sad, he tried to come and meet me, tried to speak to me, but because of some reason, he could never, speak to me or come and meet me and tell his problems. So after 2-3 days, he stopped coming to my office or trying to meet me. And after a week or so, I saw him sitting under a tree, very gloomy. And I was driving a vehicle. I passed him. I came back. I reversed my vehicle. I noticed that some guy is sitting there very gloomy. And when I came close to him, I understood that there is some problem with him. I spoke to him, and thereafter he opened out to me about his problem. There are a lot of problems which I'll not get into the details. Men in the armed forces, because they stay away from their families, they stay away from their loved ones, their own areas. They have a lot of domestic problems, but their spirit is never set. I got into the issue, I got into the problem, spoke to various concerned people and got his problem resolved, sent him on leave and things like that. But what I am trying to underline here is the communication is not one way. It is non-verbal communication, and it is a two-way communication. And the leader has to be aware and alert to all these signs, and he has to pick up these signs, and then only he will be an effective leader. Not everything will be told to you. Not everything will be openly, communicated to you through various forums at all times. So that is what I wanted to tell you. Now, next issue in the leadership, attribute of a leadership is faith in the subordinates and ability to delegate. And we all are aware one person cannot do everything, and he need not do everything. He is a leader. That doesn't mean he does everything. This is another folly and or erosion in the values of leadership. A leader thinks, if he thinks that he's the one who has to do everything and got to be present at all places, monitor every situation, it's not possible. You have to delegate. Delegation is not shirking away from responsibilities, but it is actually having faith in your subordinate, is actually taking responsibility for your subordinates and their actions. So delegation is possible only if you're confident in your capability of your subordinate. So you got to delegate. Justice and impartiality, ability to handle stress, ability to handle adversities, convert adversities into opportunities is the hallmark of a leader. When the chips are down, you got to be on your toes. You got to stand up and face the situation. Take it head on. And then only you will emerge as a victorious leader. The leadership attributes, there are n number of things which I can keep on talking about leadership, but I will now end my speech here, and with a message to all my young leaders or young students who have been elected today, and the entire staff of Billabong High International School for providing me this opportunity to be part of your celebrations, part of your event, and sharing my views on a very important topic of leadership, especially the military leadership. Thank you very much, ma'am, and all people who are on this virtual meeting. It's been really a great pleasure, indeed an honor for me to be part of this event. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Colonel. It has been a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
I now request Hital Miss to come forward and render the vote of thanks.
we have to wait for
Oh,
Jyoti
okay.
ma'am.
Yeah, sorry.
Thank you, Ivan. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our chief guest for the day for sharing his valuable time. I'm sure your profound suggestions would be imbibed by our young student leaders. Thank you, sir, once more. Now, I would request our parents to kindly come forward and share their experience. I'm sure you're very proud today. I'm sure this is a moment you would like to, remember for a lifetime. Perhaps, small stepping stones to the other small achievements that your children would be having. I would request our parents to kindly come forward and express their feelings by virtual raise of hand. If you can raise your hands virtually. Students, will you help your parents in raising the virtual hand? I can see one virtual hand right now. Yes, Mrs. Gohil. Mrs. Gohil?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you please come forward?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. I'm Alpa Gohil, Hetam and Hitat's mother. Hetam and Hitat are associated with this school for the past 12 years now. And these 12 years have been wonderful and amazing and have played a very vital role in my kids' life. The best part of Billabong is its curriculum. It imparts knowledge in such a way that it creates curiosity with learning in a very unique and fun-loving way. It also focuses on overall development of a child. My twins have always got a chance to showcase their talent on various platforms. I feel proud and overwhelmed to say that Hitat was the junior head boy and now has become the senior Peace House captain. And Hetam was the junior Equality House captain and is now also the senior Equality House captain. I really appreciate the way the school has handled this COVID situation and has continued teaching students. The principal, the coordinators, the teachers, and the supporting staff are all very helpful and friendly. I'm very satisfied and happy with the way my kids have excelled in various fields. Thank you, Billabong.
Thank you, Mrs. Gohil. Moving forward, may I call upon the parents of Darshika Sundar Sahu?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. and Mrs. Sahu?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for inviting us to this auspicious occasion. And along with our children, even we feel proud to be part of this kind of session. I think previously somebody has shown that if your action and behavior can inspire others, then you are a leader. And very aptly, this junior head girl, I think that's a responsibility and a life lesson for her for the remaining time. And I think she would perform her duty to the best of her ability and make all of you proud. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Sahu. May I now call upon Mr. and Mrs. Shroff, parents to Yash Shroff, to
Yes.
kindly express their feeling.
Yeah. Good morning, Principal Madam, and to all the teachers, as well as our chief guest for today, Mr. Prashant Bhai, who has come and spare his time in felicitating all the students who have become like senior boy, senior girl, and everyone. Thank you for the same. This gives a matter of great pride and honor to us that Yash has been selected as the senior boy of the school. And this will give him just a little bit of more of leadership quality and the way which the elections were held in a very nice manner. These teaches us how the elections they will be facing in the near future, and wish that the Yash will be able to perform all his duty as required to be done. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Shroff. May I call upon Mr. and Mrs. Thapa? Mr. and Mrs. Thapar.
Good morning, everyone. Obviously, it is a very, very proud moment for us, and not only for us, for all the parents who, whose children have won, and in fact, it's a proud moment for kids who have actually participated also in the contest. In fact, I had heard the speeches of Sarah and Shreya, right? So their speeches also, were very, very good, and it just amazes me that how the clarity of thought is there in everybody's mind in these kids. In fact, Ivan and Sahiti also, how they have managed the last full year. I've been listening from Prisha and Sonika, so it is obviously you all are rock stars, and I was trying to imagine when we were in the 11th standard, how we used to behave. So, nothing much came in mind, but yes, I remember that there was this VP Singh government at that time. Many teachers will relate to that. And there was this Mandal Commission which happened, which actually meant caste-based reservations and not merit-based reservations in government jobs. So there were all, protests and everything around throughout Delhi. We were in Delhi at that time. So those 2 months, we never went to school. And in fact, our summer vacations had just ended. So almost for 3.5 months, 4 months, we were sitting at home, just like you guys are sitting at home because of COVID. And it was, our parents were very, very impatient to send us to school. But now when I see the students of today, I think that you still have, a lot of mental balance, which we didn't have that time. So maybe it is your resilience, or maybe I should call it a better emotional quotient, which you guys have. And please maintain that you all are rock stars. And obviously, the credit for this also goes to the teachers here, because if I compare my teachers at that time and today's teacher, I would say they are not only the educators, they are also your friends for life. So please keep that relation with them throughout your life. It will always keep you in good stead. And thank you, and my gratitude to all of you. Love you all.
Thank you, Mr. Thapar. May I request parents to kindly raise their virtual hands so that I really do not miss out on anybody willing to speak, take this platform. Yes, I can see VSS Vaishnavi's mother.
Yeah, hi, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. It's a very proud moment for Vaishnavi, and of course all the kids who have participated, won, and everyone. So this is a great platform. Like they get to interact with all of you, because previously it was physical school, so the kids had more advantage of going to the classes or whatever, interacting with all the kids, teachers, and everything. But now everything is online, and I didn't know that they'll get adjusted so fast to this online culture. But anyway, kids are very they have taken it very easily, and then they got accustomed to all this. So all as Mr. Thapar sir said, all are rock stars, definitely. So I would like to wish all of them a very best of luck for the whole year and always ahead. Thank you.
Thank you for that expression, ma'am. I can see Arav Kapoor's mama raising her hand. Yeah. Yes, over to you, Mrs. Kapoor.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. I'm not prepared with any speech, but this is, I think they have got a really great opportunity, especially the juniors, because they are going to learn so much. Obviously, the seniors maybe they might have learned, but for juniors, it is like, I am really excited for Arav, basically what he's going to learn in this. He's always been, some of the PE teachers over here, they know Arav because he's always been very reserved, and this is a great opportunity for him to open up, right? And that is how he can, learn about the leadership and, how he can do his duties well. Yeah, so I am really happy that he's been elected over here and he can prove himself, show that, you know, he can do things. Thank you for that, and congratulations to each and everybody who has won here. And obviously the students who have even participated, they were amazing. I'm sure it was a very difficult for you know, them to vote who should win and who should not, because for the junior, when I heard, they all had tremendous speech. You know, if I had to elect, even you know, I would be in a really stage of confusion that this little kids can speak so well. I don't think I spoke so well when I was just 8 or 9. So thank you so much, Billabong, for giving such a great opportunities for the juniors, because I haven't seen juniors getting elected like that, not in when I was studying as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Mrs. Kapoor. I hope the students make the most of the opportunity given to them. Yes, over to, I can see Jenny's father now. Yes, over to you, sir.
Hi, good morning, everyone. So we are basically, we are definitely proud, and Jenny is too much excited for this. And one of the things I noticed is, like, when the nomination came for this election, there were so many kids nominated for this, and that shows how Billabong educates the young kids and encourages them for this kind of responsibility as well. So big thumbs up for that. And yeah, this also gives opportunity for these young kids to show their leadership skill, as well as how they will be able to do this gracefully with responsibility. And thank you for everyone. Yep, thanks.
Thank you, sir. I hope I have not missed out any parent. Any parents still wishing and willing to speak? Okay, over to you, Sahiti and Ivan. Sahiti Sabnis and Ivan Naveen, you may take over.
I think Avan's mother is willing to speak.
I'm sorry on missing you out, Mrs. Rastogi. Yes, please, Mrs. Rastogi, please move on.
Hi, good morning, everyone. And I want to congratulate to all the parents and all the kids. They are just fabulous in their work. And I want to thanks to all the teachers and our honorable guests to come over here and to give such a virtual experience to us. It's a proud moment for our parents, as through this virtual moment only, through experience, we are able to honor our child. I think each and every parent would thinking like this only, to adore our kid with the sash and the badge. And I really appreciate the work done by all the kids, even those who have participated. They have done very hard work. I have heard their speeches. And I really appreciate all the work done by the school, and the online effort is being done by them. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mrs. Rastogi. Moving ahead, let us move ahead. Ivan and Sahiti, over to you.
Yes, ma'am. I request Hetal Miss to come forward and render the vote of thanks.
Congratulations to the newly elected Students' Council. A very good morning again to all of you. Respected Colonel Jagdale, dear principal, parents, teachers, and all the Student Council members, I take the privilege to administer the vote of thanks. Colonel Jagdale, your presence has indeed enthused the young leaders. Thank you, sir, for inspiring the students with your motivating words of encouragement. I thank our principal, Dr. Preeti Shrimal, for her stellar leadership and vision in spearheading the team to undertake all the assignments that come our way during the pandemic time. The organizing team, Ms. Jofi and Ms. Pooja, for the untiring efforts in seamlessly organizing this momentous event. The comparers and the ex-head girl and the ex-head boy Sahiti Sabnis and Ivan Dabi for stringing this event with ease and poise. Thank you, parents. Thank you, students, for participating in this event and being present here. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Atul ma'am. I once again congratulate all the newly elected members of the Student Council and their proud parents.
Congratulations to the new Student Council. We expect great things from you as well. I want all of you to rise for the national anthem.
बोल रही हूँ हटाओ 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 क्या होता है यही होता है
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you for joining. We now request the students to get back to their classes.
I would humbly request the student council parents, the members of the student councils and the parents to kindly take a note of these two things. You're requested to send 2 pictures to your respective class teachers. 1 picture of your ward wearing your sachet and a badge. Request parents to send a very clear profile picture. And the second picture would be of a family picture. Your ward standing in the middle along with you, wearing the badge and the sachet.